What's up, squad? Back with another video. I seen that I was going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. Obviously, really everybody knows. Everybody knows. You know what Ilhan has done. The lies she's speaking about now. Says Ilhan Omar obviously is a fraud. All of her squad friends know it, and they truly do. And I'm gonna show y'all some stuff of why I feel that way and many others. It's pretty wild, when it goes down when it comes to Ilhan Omar. Ilhan Omar initially claimed her household assets value between $6 million and $30 million. Now she's saying that everything has gotten messed up, within her account. It's ranging from approximately $18,000 to $95,000, which is a complete lie. Before we get into everything else, I want to show y'all, she's getting questioned by this, interviewer Allison from Lindell TV. Just check out what she says here, then I'm going to show y'all a couple more clips.
Congresswoman, Republicans have repeatedly stated that you committed immigration fraud. Are you at all worried about a formal investigation that could perhaps lead to your deportation?
Well, you're one of those people.
I don't know what that means, but are you at all concerned?
Do I look concerned?
I guess not.
Okay.
All right. What about the Minnesota fraud hearing? You didn't show up for that. Do you think you should have?
Why should I have?
Well, it happened in your state. Don't you want to defend your position?
There were people from my state that were there.
Okay, but why not you? I mean, there's allegations that you're complicit in the fraud. Wouldn't you want to show up to
Why would
defend
there be an allegation that I'm complicit? How would I be complicit?
Well, what about Tim
Do
Walz?
you just ask stupid questions? Is this your thing?
I'm curious to get your thoughts. I mean, there's a lot of controversy around the issue. $9 billion in fraud in the state of Minnesota.
$9 billion?
You don't think so?
Really?
Yeah, and counting. Probably more, honestly. You think that's fake news or what?
That is more than half of the resources that are allocated.
Okay.
So you genuinely, your brain has told you that it is possible for half of the resources.
I'm just going off of what
for our public service to have disappeared, is what you're saying.
Countless Minnesota state representatives, whistleblowers have come
listen
forward.
to yourself, though.
I'm
just think about that for a second.
Maybe if you showed up at the hearing, you would know that whistleblowers are being retaliated against for exposing the fraud. Why is that? Why are they being tracked and
just
traced?
Think about what you're asking. Who is tracing whistleblowers?
Minnesota state officials, Tim Walz, anyone who dares to speak out against the government.
Tim Walz is doing something to whistleblowers?
Yeah, why is Tim Walz stepping down if he's, innocent? Why isn't he running for re-election?
Because he's had 8 years to serve as our great governor.
He was going to be vice president of the United States if Kamala won.
Yes, and he would have been an excellent vice president.
But now he's stepping down.
Much better than the person we have right now.
And now he's stepping down as governor. Any comment on that? You don't think he's maybe...
She said he would have been an excellent vice president. This man right here, y'all. This man right here, she's saying, impeachment effort against Governor Tim Walz and AG Keith Ellison blocked and deadlocked 8-8 vote. This is the same person that, obviously people wanted, impeached and they tried to impeach. It literally just goes to show y'all that they're all in it together and they're trying to hide what he has got going on, as well as Ilhan Omar, Keith Ellison, and the rest of them. And it's truly, truly showing. It's truly showing. Says here, Walt skates free as he limps to the end of his term. No removal, no real consequences. Taxpayers foot the bill. This is what one-party protection looks like. And it's definitely true. It's sad to say, and I know a lot of times the truth hurts, and it's a lot of things y'all, but my main goal here is, to give out this information, obviously, as much as possible, especially to people that don't really have this information, and will listen to a family member. And I know that y'all listen, but there's people that honestly will hop in my video and they'll say something, but then they'll also, learn something. Meaning say something, they'll say something negative. It goes to show you just right here on how much, you have 28 other congressional Democrats declare they will stand with Minnesota Tim Walz and Somali fraudsters, basically. Check it out.
Hey, I'm here with Governor Tim Walz in Minnesota. We are so excited that we have 28 members of Congress from all over the country here to stand up with you, Governor, you have been such a strong champion to say that what is happening in Minnesota is absolutely not right. Tell us.
Well, Congresswoman, thank you, and to everybody out there across the country, thank you for standing with Minnesota. We're here today in beautiful, peaceful St. Paul, a place that we care for our neighbors, we care for everyone. This assault that we're seeing is traumatic, but what I keep telling Minnesotans, we're not alone in this fight. We're on the right side of justice, the right side of.
But that's the thing. It's not Minnesotans. They say that word all the time. Minnesotans. It's not Minnesotans that they care about. They care about the Somalians around. You know, there's so many times, you know, that you see things happening with these Somalis. It's not like they're just, okay, it's a lot of fraud going down in Minnesota right now, and there's no arrests been happening. There's plenty of arrests that has been out everywhere around Minnesota and other places, but everywhere when it comes down to these Somalians, and it's truly sickening. So that brings me back to, Ilhan Omar. I was actually waiting on a video and waiting for her to be asked this question. But check it out right here. Allison goes back and asks a question that we've all been really waiting for when it comes down, to Ilhan Omar. Check it out.
Congresswoman Omar, the last time I spoke to you, you said that I was stupid for asking you about your financial disclosure, but there's some discrepancies on there. Would you like to explain that? How did you make such a big mistake on
I still do think you're stupid for asking me anything.
I am?
Yes.
Well, what about the American people?
I still do think you're stupid for asking me anything.
I am?
Yes.
Well, what about the American people who are wondering
wild,
how you made such a big
I have
mistake?
explained to the American people.
What's the explanation?
I have given them the explanation.
Do you want to tell our viewers? Because
I don't want to tell you jack shit.
Oh.
How about that?
Okay.
Okay. Have a good day.
Thank you, Congresswoman.
Y'all see how mad she is? When you have to cuss at somebody, and you can tell just behind that smile of how evil and how mean and cruel she is, and nasty she is, just by, just seeing her whole demeanor, seeing how look at this. She's mad, bro. Look at this. Look how mad she is. She's so mad because now it's obviously catching up. I told y'all, it's catching up to her. Already knowing. You got it right here. Ilhan Omar not responding to inquiries regarding her finances after starting an accounting mistake. Caused the report, reported millionaire status. I'm telling y'all, she's literally not responding to anybody at all. Anybody.
Tell us about your net worth dropping down to about 100,000. Could you just elaborate on what mistake was made, Congresswoman? What mistake was made on your financial disclosure forms to bring it down to 100,000 from up to 30 million? Just want to give you a chance to clear it up because people are wondering why it dropped so far down. Does your husband still have the consulting business worth about $8 million? Tell us about your...
Telling y'all, it's sickening and it's sad. You having Ilhan Omar. This video right here that I want to show y'all, this is another video of her getting questioned about the, about her money, and whatnot, about her lies, I should say. And I'm really hoping this video gets through. Sometimes it doesn't, within the sound, and they try to get you for everything. But hopefully it does. Check out Ilhan Omar.
They said you reported a net worth between $6 million and $30 million, and they said your 2023 disclosure was roughly $40,000, between $40,000 and $250,000.
Yeah, but they're not net worths. They're like the asset things for the companies, and so I don't know what percentage of it my husband actually has investment in. Like that's not, you know what I mean? It's not a full picture of the numbers in the way that it is presented in the document, because in the documents we have to do ranges and we have to report in a way that is not detailed. It's not like your tax return that you're submitting for the public record to see.
But that is a big increase. So you could understand why,
honestly, that she's lying. I'm telling you.
Why people would ask questions.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
But I'm pretty sure it'll get adjusted at some level when those ranges are.
She said,
I'm telling y'all, it's definitely wild. Just buy, and y'all can go check this video. Y'all want to see the rest of the video on TikTok at Mr_Lifestyle28. But I'm telling y'all, it's definitely wild. The simple fact that you can definitely tell that she's lying just by the things that she's saying and how she's saying it and how she's getting a little bit weird about it because she knows that they're on to her. I'm telling y'all. Check it out.
Another day and another headline about a certain congresswoman's not-so-stellar record of honesty and competence. Last year, Ilhan Omar's financial disclosure revealed skyrocketing wealth. It showed a whopping net worth of up to $30 million, a 3,500% increase in wealth compared to just 2 years prior. Now she's trying to convince the world that she's actually only worth $95,000. Still quite a jump from 2 years ago, but in an eye-popping revision of her disclosure, Ms. Omar is saying the multi-million-dollar discrepancy was nothing more than an accounting error. In what world is a multi-billion-dollar correction to a person's financial disclosure considered normal? Perhaps this member's accountant, perhaps Ilhan's accountant, is a graduate from the Quality Leering Center. Either way, this about-face shows incompetence at best and a cover-up at worst. But this is just the latest in a long list of head-turning stories relating to this member from Minnesota. Ilhan cannot escape accountability much longer. Investigations are ongoing in House committees. The Trump administration has waged war on fraud. Her ties to convicted Feeding Our Future fraudsters are well documented. And her defense of these criminals who stole billions from hardworking taxpayers makes it very clear where her allegiance stands. Make no mistake, if Ilhan Omar is discovered to have been involved in any or to have benefited in any way from any fraud, she must be held accountable to the fullest extent. And by the way, that includes marriage fraud.
Let me tell y'all something about this, because I feel this way, and I know a lot of y'all feel the same exact way when it comes down to it. Because it's one thing to continue to talk about these things, and for me to get these things out, what's going on, this, that, and the other. But honestly, like truly being real, it comes a time where people want to be able to see action. I feel like we've been talking about, this whole Ilhan Omar thing for a while. I truly feel as if this is something that is very sickening, that we constantly talk about and constantly, have to truly go through, and the Minnesotans have to go through. And it's happening in a lot of other places. It's not just happening in Minnesota. And it's time. It's time for them to actually do something. You got to hear it says Ilhan Omar doesn't want to talk about the Minnesota fraud scandal because she knows it. She knows that it incriminates her. And it's I'm telling y'all, man. Just listen to this.
I want to note for the record that we invited Representative Ilhan Omar to this hearing. We left her 2 voicemails at the end of March. We've written 2 letters. One on March 13th and one on March 30th. We also sent an invite on April 15th via her scheduling portal, and we have not had any response.
They haven't had any response at all, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's definitely wild. No response, because she knows and everybody else knows that they're in the wrong for this. It's just a matter of time till they actually, actually do something. You know what I mean? Actually do something. I feel like so many people, myself, and it's not that I'm tired of talking about it and this, that, and the other. I'm really just, I could say I'm definitely tired of them talking about it. You see so many people, oh, well, she's getting investigated here and she's this is going on and that's going on. Come on, y'all. Got to do something.
Well, look, who makes
it's about that time.
Multi-million-dollar mistake on their financial disclosure form? Either her accountant went to one of those quality leering centers in Minnesota, or she lied about it. If she lied about it, that's a felony, Sean. If her accountant went to one of the quality leering centers, then she should work with us as a whistleblower to help us prosecute all of her fellow Somalis who were involved in this massive welfare scheme in Minnesota. Either way, she's never explained to the public how her net worth was $30 million, and if she made a mistake, how the mistake happened. I mean, it's not possible. You review that financial disclosure form. Before you hit enter, you enter all the assets in, and then it pops up, and you review it, and you hit it again. So it's highly unlikely that she made a mistake. This isn't going to go away from her, so we're going to continue to try to push for answers and see if her name pops up in any of these frauds that Vice President Vance and the House Oversight Committee are detecting in Minnesota.
I'm telling y'all. And one thing about it, I know I can't wait. I know y'all can't wait, when it comes down to it. These fraud task force actually doing what they need, to do when it comes down to it. I can definitely tell just by Ilhan Omar demeanor, and the way that she's acting, the way that she's, just the way that she's acting out. You can definitely tell that they know way more, obviously, than we do. And she knows, obviously, how can I put this? She knows that they're on to her. And that's just what it is. I mean, you can definitely tell just from the second clip I told y'all, calling her stupid and saying this and saying that. And then now she's got asked again about it. Her whole attitude changed. And you can definitely tell that she knows that it's not looking good for her whatsoever. And I really can't wait. I can't wait for it to, happen when it comes down to this arrest, deportation, something. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all much. Love everybody. Catch y'all next one.